live and in living color from New York, and my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's Sunday Night Live with the late Joey Reynolds Show, the world's first triple cast on radio, TV, and internet. Big J Sorensen, who are Joey's guests tonight?
Thank you, Shotgun Tom Kelly in the City of Angels. Joey's got comedian and actor Stephen Scott, international cabaret and concert star Steve Ross, international music award-winning guitarist and composer Billy Rogan, actor-comedian Gregory from Russia, retired road manager for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame group The Band, and personal assistant to Levon Helm, Butch plus Lou Volpe, jazz guitar with a special Independence Day weekend patriotic performance.
And now, here's Joey!
Swing, Joey, swing.
We're swinging, all right.
Burn, baby.
We're burning, too. Is that the new salute?
Why are you talking when Frankie Valli is singing?
Well, I forgot he's gone. I'm sorry. I
Your
bowed
wife's
down.
favorite singer in the world.
I bow down to you, Frankie Valli. I bow down.
Are you kidding? You have not missed one of his shows in 47 years.
That's true.
All of a sudden, but they made you start paying now.
Yeah, I know they
So
did.
you're not going anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, you know, disc jockeys don't pay. They're like crime. So see what happened to me?
What? It looks like you're doing some kind of alien salute there. What is that?
This is Dr. Strangelove.
Is that
Did you ever
right?
see that movie where the guy?
Yeah.
Stephen Scott doesn't want to go on. He's got to sign a release today. He has to go on as Donald Trump.
We are gonna milk this show for all
I wonder what we do with this radio program. You know, this is an honest show.
Yeah, it is.
And it's too bad.
Yeah.
Because the world's not.
Right, but we
You know,
are.
We are so full of crap.
Yeah.
The WKRP was the right call on it. Crap. So we're on in Hollywood and we're on in New York.
Yes, we are.
Everybody knows Hollywood. It's 6 o'clock at night, and New York it's 9 o'clock. So at night, you know, the people are coming back from the beaches because the traffic started at noon today.
Oh, God.
No, today, actually, I spent the weekend with Karen King, my friend. And Cha-Cha's widow, so don't get any strange ideas here.
Leave it. I don't.
But you know where I went? You know where I was? I was at Long Beach Island.
Oh, it's a beautiful place.
I love it there.
Yes.
Now, do you know that I used to go there all the time when we had the station in Lakewood?
I do know that.
I wanted to do that to get away from the Jews.
That's not a good place to do it, Joey.
I know, it was awful.
And isn't that where they had that's what Jaws is based on, what happened in Beach Haven. So you get away from the Jaws and the Jews.
No, and you know what? We had those great, we got Oliva. Oliva's a cheese store, you know. And Herb Cohen, who's been on the show with us, wrote, you can negotiate anything. You know, he's in Israel right now for the, I think he's probably at the Palestinian Olympics or something, you know, but he's there. And I said to him, he said, I said, you know, this is a pretty interesting thing. You're hanging around this Italian cheese store a little bit too much.
Really?
And at Oliva, you know, it's owned by Tony Danza and Karen.
Yes.
So
Angelo, Samantha.
that's right.
Joey.
Cha-Cha's place, you know. And so I said to Steve, I said, there's a great opportunity here for you to get in this business. You know, you're not doing anything. You're retired. You ought to open up a stand. You know, open one of these places in Israel.
Right.
And you know, you can have a store and call it Cheez-Its of Nazareth.
Jesus.
Cheeses of Nazareth. Did
We
I say
got
it
it.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we got
Oh,
it.
better get in
No, you
trouble.
did it.
Last week I offended all the gay community. This week it's all the Jews, right?
You think?
By next week I should be way off this show.
It's a shanda.
So let's talk about your injury here. What the heck?
This is Italian.
What? Let me guess. You gave someone the finger, and that's how they gave it back to you?
No, the finger's common. This is something that if you steal.
Oh, my God.
No, actually, what happens is in northern Italy and northern Europe, there's it's an endemic thing where your hand starts to cuff as you get a little older, cup. And you can have it straightened out, but you know, you don't want to have it straightened out for the wrong reason.
So basically, Joey, you need a girlfriend. That's what we're saying.
No. This is in lieu of. As a matter of fact, I put a beer on my hand to get my date drunk.
Oh, my God.
So this is an amazing thing. I can take this off now because I've had a few days of therapy, and now I have complete mobility. And
it's all purple.
And it's digital too, according to AT&T. You know. But this is it.
Does it hurt?
It's purple. I had a black doctor work on it. And I told her, I said, I'm starting to turn like you now.
Oh, you did.
So I got in trouble with that last week.
Yeah.
What else?
See, I want to say everything is politically incorrect. You know why?
Why?
Because we're foolishly in this whole society not able to say anything except what
somebody tells you.
The only
to
guy
say.
that's able to say anything is Trump. He gets away with saying whatever he wants to say, and the rest of us are sitting here trying to be correct. He's the most incorrect person God ever created, and we got to sit here, and he's the head. You know what they say, that if the fish smells at the head, the rest of the body stinks.
Is that right?
And that's us. You know, we're the why
We're
can't
gonna
I,
build
why
a
do
wall around Joey's head.
All right, now let's do this. Let's do this Trump thing. If you're going to do it right now.
You're going to do it.
All right, let me do an interview with Trump. All right.
Oh, no.
No, Mr. Trump. President Trump. Okay.
Yes, Joey. I love Joey. I'm going to make Joey my Secretary of Radio. He's a great guy.
We don't have radio anymore. We have digital performance, and you're tweeting. So what about that latest thing you've been tweeting today? Why are you taking such a shot at the networks and the CNN and all these people?
They're fake news, Joey. Fake news, okay?
Yeah.
Fake news, not real news. When I was growing up, we had Walter Cronkite. We had people told you the real news. They told you what's happening now. They tell you what they think is happening, what may be happening, what could be happening, what this guy says is happening. It's fake news, Joey. Twitter is the chance for me to tell the people directly what's really happening. Okay, no BS, no crap. Real news.
Well, you know, you got the Oval Office. All you got to do is sit there and
sit in the corner,
that's
right?
it.
That's what
I love the thing that happened with Trump. You know, we don't do a political show, but I love when his daughter got on 60 Minutes and said he runs the country like he does his business. I said, whoops. Did you see the movie The Apprentice? Or The Accountant? The Accountant. Yeah.
No. Ben Affleck.
Yeah. It's about taking money from a company, successful. John Lithgow plays the CEO, and they take money and they lose with it, and they go out overseas with it, and they invest it. They come back and they get stockholders' money. That's what's happening. You know, I mean, it's just what our style is now. It's called stealing. Stealing.
It doesn't sound like an exciting movie. Isn't it like an assassin or something? If it was about like my accountant, a Jewish guy named Harvey, it wouldn't be very exciting. That's true.
Yeah.
So you need a
now,
gun.
Jay, I think your mic is off. I don't know why. Why is his mic on?
I don't know why.
What?
There he's
not
back.
Okay,
plugged in?
now I don't know why.
Are
Was
you
it
there,
something you
Jay?
said?
I'm here.
Okay, good.
I didn't say
I
anything
turned your
funny.
mic off for all those times you turned mine off.
I didn't touch anything.
All right. Now, you know, we don't say that. Don't touch that. I'm so excited about having a show on the air that doesn't have a format.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about having people on the air who don't usually get on the air easily because they're so busy with the same formats. Here's what they do. Every late night show has a 10-minute monologue with 12 writers, a band, a desk and a chair, and a trailer park.
And a fake microphone.
And all they do, you talk about fake news.
Here's Joey.
All they do is what they do is they sit there all night and they do the same thing on all of these shows, all exactly the same thing.
Yep.
So we're going to start doing it next week. No, I mean I can't imagine that. We
have a conversation with our guests.
No, we have one with each other. What's missing is Regis Philbin used to get on and tell you what the hell he thought, and we don't have that anymore. Oprah got on and spiritually wanted to lead us. Say it. Go ahead. Do it.
Y'all it coming.
It's a good impression. I don't want to step on it.
We like Regis.
And oh yeah, and speaking of that, you know, Regis was never a friar, but Steve was a roast master the other day.
I was.
Now, what the friars did was they created the roast, which is to make fun of people and be irreverent and vulgar too.
But with love,
occasion.
in a fun way.
Right.
Yeah, and so who stole it? Dean Martin. Because he took the idea, which the Friars never had a roast from
Well,
the
I'll tell you,
Friars Club.
actually, what my understanding of that is that they did go to the Friars back then and say, would you like to do this? And the Friars, being a private club, was like, no, these are private things. So they did ask permission, and they said, you have our blessing.
Oh,
and
well,
so,
that's cool.
because Dean was a friar, Dean was roasted and participated in many roasts. So it was the Friars formatted roast, but they used Dean Martin's name, who had a popular variety show on the air at the
show,
time.
9 years,
And so they basically, and what's fascinating about those roasts, and what I always respected, is that they were on network network TV. They were clean.
Yeah.
You know, you watch today on Comedy Central, and these roasts today are not what the roasts are supposed to be about. They're mean-spirited. They're more filthy than they are funny. These our roasts are supposed to be clever and really with love, where the person is in on the joke who you're roasting. And
I guess that leaves Lisa Lampanelli out.
Right. Well, no, you know, but even Lisa, to Lisa's credit, and I've been at many roasts with her, and she is a friar. You know, when she roasts,
She started on my show.
She did,
And she had to not do it anymore.
Oh, really?
Because it was on AM radio with restrictions, with 7 words you can't use.
Ah.
She had to go over to FM, and then that got burned out.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I like her very much. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
saying. I'm just calling.
Well,
you know, she does this whole black thing that
yeah.
is to die for.
She had, when she
said the reason why Al Roker is lost weight is he got tired of eating Katie Couric's crap. You know, I mean, this is what you get when you are in that raw state.
Here's the thing, though. Jay just hit the nail right on the head.
What?
It was funny.
Right.
If I have this thing called the filthy funny formula, you can be up to 49% filthy. You have to be at least 51% funny, and then people remember it was funny.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it's the other way around, then people just remember it was filthy. And like a lot of the Comedy Central roasts that you watch, they walk away. They're mean-spirited. They're really dirty, and they're not funny enough. So
Who did you have this week? You were a roast master.
I was the
week.
roast master. It's a big honor.
For who?
It was for Gary Busey. Was the honoree.
He's not funny.
Well, he's not on purpose.
He's
but he was a very interesting roast-worthy guy. And I'll tell you something unique about Gary is that obviously, look, he had a head injury famously with his motorcycle accident. So unlike many roasters who just kind of sit there and listen, he was an active participant, and you had to be able to, you know, it was like, you know, Tourette's syndrome roast. He would just scream stuff out, and you had to be able to handle it. And we did. I was prepared for it, but even you had to be in the moment. It's kind of like this show.
Yeah.
You know, anything can happen. And so because of that, it lent itself to the show. It added to the show. It didn't take away from it. It could have been a distraction, but everybody used what he threw at us so well that it was a throwback, at least. And the way I ran it and was happy to do it is that a throwback to those Dean Martin celebrity roasts where everybody's having a good time. All the roasters were all laughing. We all had each other's backs.
Well, it was edited. Don't forget now.
Which one? The Dean Martin ones?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure to some
I
extent.
mean, all of that's edited, so it's a different kind of performance. Now, you know, when you're doing this show here right now,
totally live.
It's live.
this is like we'll edit it later in the week. But you know, I'm telling you, we need to do this.
Yeah.
This needs to be done on the air every day, not by me necessarily. I mean, I'm certainly a wonderful. I love being an older person. My birthday is this week.
Oh, happy birthday.
And on July the 7th, I'm the same age and born on the same day as Ringo Starr.
100 years old.
Two of us, two of us, one of us has talent. Now, you know.
The luckiest man on the planet.
Yeah, I am the luckiest man.
No,
on the
Ringo.
Oh. So, you know, we have a different kind of a show here. We got to live by a clock. We're going to do a break here and make commercials, I think.
Yeah.
Because they really actually try to make money with the show.
Really?
We haven't been real good at this. Because we've been having too much fun and we've been not getting the right sponsors, you know.
Well, we will.
Well, I know. Well, yeah.
How about like an ADD medication? That could be Adderall sponsors the show.
Well, you know, and then we'd be
Try to
apropos.
watch television without a car commercial. Can you imagine?
Yeah, really.
I mean, how many cars are you going to buy?
I know.
Go ahead, do it. What?
The new Lincoln MKX.
I'd love to get out of the way for Steve because he does everything so wonderful. You don't want to be stepping on him. People say, "What the hell? Why did he shut up?"
Or it's Matthew McConaughey now. All right.
Right.
I'm driving a Lincoln, talking to myself.
You don't have one.
That's a cross between Matthew McConaughey and Clinton.
Clinton. Okay.
Yeah.
Clinton be a little bit higher. I'm happy to be out of the house.
All right, so let's take a break here. You're going to do a little instrument to lead us into the break?
I suppose. Oh, yeah. Or do you want me to do that?
No, we've already done that. We've been
Instrument.
there.
No.
Oh, what do you want to hear? Trumpet? Oh.
And the late Joey Reynolds Show is brought to you by TiedEndMedia.com. Tied End Media takes the most successful brands, e-tailers, and millennialpreneurs to the next level. Visit TiedEndMedia.com. It's TIEDIN Media.com.
Stephen Scott.
This is Sunday Night Live with the late Joey Reynolds Show.
Today, I will help save a life.
Today, I will make a positive impact on my community.
Today, I will network for a cure.
Today, I will become a go-giver.
Together, we will make a difference.
Our mission at pinktide.org is to bring the business community together to support organizations that have a direct impact on our community. Join a growing movement that will contribute $100,000 to local charities each quarter. Visit pinktide.org and join us in making a difference.
Life in Plainview is about to get sweeter. Plainview Chocolate Works will be opening their sweet doors in July, offering premium Belgian chocolate delights. Get a mouth-watering candy selection to satisfy the most sophisticated sweet tooth. Oh, this is sweet. Have the ultimate party experience inside a hands-on chocolate studio. Plus, get custom-branded chocolate gifts that will take your personalized party favors and corporate gifts to a sweet new dimension. Plainview Chocolate Works creates one-of-a-kind 3D chocolate sculptures, customized gift baskets for any profession or occasion, dipped to perfection platters, handmade truffles, and more. You'll love giving back to the Long Island community with chocolate charity, as 5% of your Plainview Chocolate Works purchases are donated back to pinktie.org. Their efforts support charitable organizations in the local community. Learn how your purchases are making a difference, and real soon, details about the Plainview Chocolate Works grand opening date and festivities. Call 516-252-3855 or visit pinktie.org/chocolateworks.
You found a true variety show with Sunday Night Live, audio and video. It's the late Joey Reynolds Show.
That was Stephen Scott we had earlier, just in case you wondered.
Moonlight and youth and love and romance.
That's not Stephen Scott. That's Steve Ross.
Let's make the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance.
Well, see, we have a society in New York that's it's an underground society. I'll tell you what we do here. We have something called Cabaret, and Cabaret is really the it's a niche field. Now, when you come to New York City, if you know that, and in LA there's a little bit of it, you know, but mostly in New York, you come here and there's a lot of saloons. They used to call them. Frank Sinatra called himself a saloon singer. Yeah.
And he never set foot in a saloon ever.
And neither did I. So he had a horrible reputation for getting drunk and performing beautifully, which is a combination that Steve Ross doesn't have.
I never figured that out, how to do that.
You never got that?
I mean, I know that those two things exist as separate pleasures, but I never combined them.
Well, you remind me more of that. They had a thing, I was getting at it here, at the Algonquin, which is a hotel that's for narrow-minded people because the rooms are the size of my closet. And you have to walk in the elevator sideways.
Sobriquet.
and they have the Algonquin room, which is a showroom famous for years. And they used to have a round table, and there were people who were writers and poets. And New York was a cultural center before Paris. And then everybody ran to Paris and they came home. But, for this time, there was Dorothy, what's her name?
The Dorothy Parker.
Dorothy Parker and the writers.
The Round Table was a very famous place in the 20s, and Alexander Wolcott. And they all assembled there. And what they wrote was very powerful. I guess if today it would be the internet, they would say, oh, did you read that? Did you read that? But these people, there were so many papers around in the 20s, and everything they said was written down, and their witticisms and their jokes and all that. So this was really considered the nucleus of smart, sophisticated humor in those days. It lasted only for the 20s, and then it went away. But it had quite a heyday.
Well, I remember even at one time, one of my favorite lines is, "I never drink water because fish screw in it."
Yes, that's right.
I mean, these are things that people used to say when they had intellect. As the predominant gene. Yeah, well, thank you. This was when that was.
Nemo!
That was the first move. Now everything's a cartoon. You know, I mean, everybody is like off on another place. And this is not to criticize everyone. It's just see, to be philosophical for a minute. And I'm dreadful about it. We just lost our way. I had a dream the other night. I woke up and this is true. I had a little medication after I had my hand adjusted, and I didn't take anything too serious. A couple of Advil, and I don't take anything, so it goes right through my system. And I fell asleep, and I woke up like about, I don't know what it was, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, usually to go to the bathroom at this age. But I went up on my head for a while, and I started to cry, and I cried in my sleep that we have lost our way. And I woke up with that.
Wow.
Remembering it, which I don't usually remember my dreams.
You said that to me out in the lobby.
And we've lost our way. We've lost our way as a society. We've lost our way as a culture. We've lost our way as a country. And nobody wants to talk about it. They want to talk about it in a different way by complaining or blaming. And that's not how you adjust anything.
No, you know how you find your way? You got to get Google Maps. It's
See,
excellent.
that's what's wrong.
You're trying to be serious, Steve. Come on.
No, that's okay.
No,
that's okay.
it's right.
You're right about it. And you know, this is what we rely on something else to do it for us. You know, famously, I've said on the air about this often, that to make a plane reservation, I became a travel agent.
Right.
I became the food guy. I brought my own food, so I became the cook and the chef and my own hostess or host. And then the third thing is I carried my own bag, so I became the baggage clerk. And we wonder why people are out of work. I just replaced 3 jobs getting on a flight. So then when you get on a flight with all of that, and you have and you pay for this room that they've squeezed you into because they want to sell that now, so that you can have your legs back. You know, I mean, it's amazing. And it's everything is for sale. Everything has a price on it, and somebody figured out that we're gonna pay for everything that we possibly can squeeze out of everybody until they hurt. And so when that guy acted out on that United flight, he probably figured, you know, I just got frisked going through security. I had to go through all those changes to get on this flight. I bought this ticket. I did all these things. I'm sitting here on this airplane, and now they want me to get up. Are you kidding?
Joey, I don't fly Virgin Airlines because I heard they don't go all the way.
That's right. Thank you, Mickey. But you know, when we do a little editorial on this show, which I just did, I would like everybody to know that we are comedy and conscience.
Right.
And we have to realize that the people on the air, as a rule, these days answer phones and don't leave the room. They don't go anywhere. They sit there and answer telephones. I mean, I used to say that about Rush Limbaugh. I said the only time he gets off the couch is to go get his Oxycontin. You know, I mean, he never leaves the room to go anywhere. What is wrong with these people? They don't go anywhere and participate in life.
Yeah. So how can you comment on life if you're not living life?
Well, we're all living life.
Well, I mean, you know,
you just don't know when you're going to die. That's all.
Well,
and it's unfortunate for some of us.
Yeah.
But you know, I have a pretty good idea that I've lived a lot longer than I was supposed to. But I stopped doing drugs, and that probably helped a little. And then I started doing yoga and eating differently, and probably I have a pretty good idea now that I bought some time. But I didn't really do it myself. It's luck, and it's just surrounding of everybody with love.
Yeah, right.
And I got a guy here who gave us something here with his balance, with Steve Ross, who's a very fine musician, probably the best piano player in town, actually.
Yeah.
Thank
you, but anyway.
and you know,
I'm one of a great group of guys and ladies in this town who play beautifully.
Well, you have the reputation, and so you can't deny it. I'm saying it. You know, if you go to any one of these smart clubs and you see Steve Ross, you'll be totally amazed because he's elegant. And that's the whole key. It was what Fred Astaire was to dancing in those early films. It's what La La Land was in most recent films.
Yeah,
and you know, this is this is what we have now. We have a society that really is hungry for good, solid
culture.
Yeah, culture, exactly.
And you've got a theatrical piece coming up about Cole Porter. Which
we're working on that, and where I will play Cole Porter. We have 2 other actors, and we're beginning readings in September, and I want to display his great wit and passion and how he had lived his own life.
Well, he wrote the song for all time that applies right now. Anything goes.
Yeah. He did. That was
What's the lyric?
so
What's
racy.
The lyric? Wait, do the lyric on Anything Goes. What is it?
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes.
And?
If driving fast cars you like, if slow bars you like, if old hymns you like, if bare limbs you like, if Mae West you like, me undressed you like, well, nobody would oppose. And though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes.
And you know what the hit movie this weekend is? Beguiled.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't even know much about that.
I'm Wild Again, Beguiled Again.
Oh, right.
Right? And what was what was the other Cole Porter songs? What was the one?
Well, In the Still of the Night, Night and Day, those are the great classic ones. I've Got You Under My Skin, we were talking about that.
Yeah. And then the song where we can't figure out what that word means.
Which one?
There's that offshoot word. You know what I'm talking about?
What were you talking about?
I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to say it.
The Spice Girls Zigga Zigga. Is that
No, that was
Michael Jackson Shaman?
But see, this is style, and it's fashion, and you know that's what we're all craving. That's why we watch Beyonce. You watch her because you want to see her big boobs and
her big butt,
and her butt, and you want to see all those things that drape around her.
Butts in the can.
Come on, I mean, what are we looking at this for? That's what sex is all about. Sex is based on style and fashion. It's based on seduction. And, you know, everybody got here because someone screwed. That's not how, no one else got here any other way. So get over it. And the fact of the matter is.
What about the stork?
What stork? What are you talking about?
Who screwed the stork?
That club's closed. So now we have Billy Rogan here, who's the only person who got here without that, because I know his mother.
By the way, Billy,
Saint,
which airline did that to your guitar?
Yeah.
It's like a patch job.
I lucked out, and you know, the airlines have been pretty decent to me thus far. Wow. So knock on wood.
You have a second hole in the guitar.
Yeah, I kind of wore a hole through it. This guitar is made of cedar, so cedar is a pretty soft wood, and that's about 10 years old. So just lots of gigs.
And how does it change the sound?
That's a good question. I mean, there's a hole in it, so I don't know.
There's a hole in the guitar, dear Liza.
Well, I'm gonna say it makes it sound amazing.
Now, Billy Rogan is a guy I met in Woodstock, and Butch.
7 words. 7 words.
No, that's all right. That word.
No, that's not.
Elton John did that a long time ago.
Patrick Carlin, what you said.
Butch is from Woodstock as well, and Butch, of course, has a music background with the band.
The band and Levon Helm.
Yeah. Now let's take a break, and then we'll come back and talk to these guys. Okay.
Okay, we can do that. And
and we should plug where Stephen Scott's playing too when we come back.
We'll do that in a moment. And same thing.
Stephen Ross.
Yes. And the late Joey Reynolds Show, brought to you by Leap EDU. Become part of the high-paying, fast-paced New York real estate industry. And go to leapedu.com.
This is Sunday Night Live with the late Joey Reynolds Show.
Social media is the marketing sensation. Every day, there are over 1 billion likes and tweets around the world. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and others have taken over as the #1 form of communication. Take advantage of this phenomenon. Talk with tideinmedia.com about building a vital social media strategy. Go to tideinmedia.com. That's tideinmedia.com. They'll help guide your business through social media, web development, and marketing. Building your brand and taking your business to the next level is what Tide In Media does. Many of Tide In Media's clients have been featured on Fox News, People Magazine, MTV, and other top-tier networks. The most successful businesses are leveraging the internet. Follow in the footsteps of the late Joey Reynolds Show and visit tideinmedia.com. That's tideinmedia.com. Or call Tide In Media today at 844-373-8433. That's 844-373-8433. And tell them the late Joey Reynolds Show sent you.
Are you in debt? Can't make your monthly bills? Are you making your payments but the balances aren't going down? Bankruptcy might be right for you. Don't be fooled by debt consolidation. The process is expensive and can take as long as 5 years. Debt consolidation is a business. Bankruptcy is the law. Go now to nybankruptcy.com. Schedule a free consultation with a duly licensed attorney. Don't put your financial life on freeze for 5 years. Start rebuilding your credit in as little as 90 days. Debt settlement? Most people can't settle their debt because they don't have the money. Bankruptcy is your fresh start. Go now to nybankruptcy.com to schedule your free consultation. Your financial life will be reviewed by a duly licensed New York attorney. Each case must be reviewed and there are rules that apply. Not all debt is dischargeable. Not all people will qualify. Bankruptcy is not the end. Bankruptcy is the beginning. Visit nybankruptcy.com today.
You can listen on air or online. Plus, watch the late Joey Reynolds Show right now with streaming video at SundayNightLive.com.
All week long, you can watch this thing on SundayNightLive.com. You can watch this thing.
Watch the reruns. Yeah,
we do the reruns.
You can see how purple your
We should
hand
be
is.
doing this every day, you know, because we need to really change radio and television. They're fools, and somebody's got to take a big slap at them. Because they live off of everybody else's works. You know, they do all these things with everybody else's stuff. You know, they live off of everybody's news, everybody else's music. Yeah. They don't do creative things anymore like they should. You know, we
try. We do.
You do.
Yeah.
I think you all do.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Right now.
Not me.
But we're not going to get away with it too much longer because as we get more popular, they're going to start have you noticed that everybody who ever starts to clean the room disappears? We've lost all of the people who have ever given us conscience in our government, including Ralph Nader. Everybody gets bought out. David Horowitz. I'm going to give you the names. They all got bought out. Because we have a corrupt system, and nobody wants to really talk about it because they're all corrupt.
It's rigged.
Yeah.
If they're all corrupt, then we have no chance.
Well, no. I don't look at it negatively. I'm just saying that we have created this, all of us together. So when you open your eyes and you wake up a little bit, then you can move in the right direction.
Okay.
So my idea is to just have some fun and open it up and let everybody get smart again, and not like Maxwell Smart, where you talk to a shoe.
Yeah. Smart people,
that's
not
not
smartphones.
Not a bad idea for Apple. I was thinking that just as you said it. All right. So Stephen Ross is working somewhere in California. Where are you?
I am. I'm working. Well, there was a wonderful singer here, cabaret singer, who fell in love and moved to Carmel, which I've never been to. It's supposed to be very beautiful. Carmel.
Carmel by the sea.
And so there's a small theater there. Her name is Barbara Brussel, and she likes to have her cabaret buddies come out. So she set up a
and she hands out chocolates too.
Perhaps she does.
She does. She's from Belgium.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Just got that. No. Stay with the program, Steve. At any rate, Wednesday, July 12th, I'm doing a couple of shows at a little auditorium in Carmel, California. I'm going in to see some friends. I'm doing a show also on Hudson, in the Hudson Valley, in Catskill. August 8th. You know where that is?
Yeah, of course.
20 minutes
Not the Catskills. It's a town called Catskill.
Which is nowhere near the Catskills.
Yeah, so that's my thing. That's what I'm keeping myself busy with. And thank you for
Woodstock wasn't in Woodstock and Catskills not.
Exactly.
Right, that's true.
Confuse the riffraff.
Yeah, we can't. The center's not holding. Oh, God.
A true testament to the artistry of the Hudson Valley and artists in general by just messing everything up.
Yeah.
You're gonna play for us. Tommy Emmanuel is one of my favorite guitarists. And
yeah,
I introduced him to Les Paul.
He's amazing. I remember you told me that story when I first met you.
He's from Australia.
Right. Yeah, brilliant. The best, with
his fingers, like you do.
Yeah, I do finger-style guitar, so it's a little bit more of a compositional type approach to making music and a story with melody. The traditional folk influences are people like John Fahey, Leo Kottke, and Reverend Gary Davis, fingerstyle guy who influenced Bob Dylan and all the guys in the folk scene in New York in the 60s. So it's kind of evolved throughout the years, and I found Tommy Emmanuel and all these other players and just started making my own approach to the artistry of it. And
well, let's hear some of it.
Great. Yeah, I'd love to play it. This is a song that was being played in the background if you heard it here, and I just won an international award for it, for composition and songwriting, 2017 International Acoustic Music Award. And thank you. Yeah, this is a song called Reflections.
Billy Rogan. Rogan.
Wow. Amazing.
All right. Why don't you try it while you're wearing this?
Yeah, right.
What is that?
A brace for my hand.
Billy, is that called? You said finger
Wonderful.
style guitar?
Yeah.
Which is different. Joey plays stubby fist guitar, which is very similar.
Play the mouth organ. Speaking of organs, we got Butch Dinners here, and he, of course, is responsible for a lot of the music that we have from Woodstock.
Oh, thank God he plays organ. Otherwise, that was a porn reference.
Organ donors. He's a guy.
11 years post-liver transplant. After
okay.
Yeah.
waiting on the list. It's hard to talk about something so serious after such beautiful music.
Thank you so much, Butch. I appreciate that.
That's part of it.
I was working with Levon Helm, and I got sick. We were making the film in Kentucky with Steven Seagal and Harry Dean Stanton, and I got sick. And I was running 3 miles a day. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I started getting sick. Oh, wow. And turns out that I had, besides the bleeding ulcers that the rock industry gave me, guys like him, and I had Hep C. They didn't know what Hep C was in those days. And it took a long time for me to get healthier, well enough to even get a transplant. And then I was on the list 8 years. Wow. So I'm really here to ask people to sign up and become organ donors. God forbid, it'll be 100 years before we need your organs, and maybe by then they'll be cloning organs out of 3D printers. Yeah. But for now, New York is one of the worst in the union. 49 out of 50 or 50 out of 50 in donors, and we need to step it up. So there's a new law for younger kids, 16 and 17, with parental advice, consent. They can sign up. There's a New York State Health Registry. Everybody's worried about insurance. New York has a health registry. You can sign up to be an organ donor there, and this way you wouldn't have to collapse in Steven Seagal's house in the Appalachian healthcare.
That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
Most people who collapse in Seagal's home, it's usually due from a karate chop.
This was 5 bleeding ulcers in his stark white bathroom. I was throwing up blood.
Yikes.
Excuse me. But I had to clean it all up before I went and told him I had to go to the hospital. And it was the Appalachian healthcare facility. I'm a New York Jewish guy.
It's like
you don't
an
go to an
oxymoron.
Appalachian healthcare facility.
It's like Jumbo Shrimp.
Yeah.
But did they try to cure you with snake venom kind of thing?
They misdiagnosed me with leukemia and wanted to start chemo, which would have killed me. Luckily, Seagal didn't want me to die on his film, and they airlifted me back to Stewart, and I went to Kingston, and Dr. Book got me into Mount Sinai, and 8 years later, thank God, I got a liver transplant. Like the late Greg Allman, our brother, we just lost due to cancer, but he had gave many years of music. Phil Lesh is still playing beautiful music, thank God. Yeah. You know, if Richie Haywood and Levon Helm had gotten new lungs or something earlier, who knows what could have happened. But please just donatelifeny.org or cdtny.org. Go to your motor vehicle, Board of Elections, and sign up. And
I signed up.
I have it on my license.
Yeah,
may it be 100 years.
My organ's been rejected while I'm still alive.
Not that organ, Joey. Come on.
So we'll take another break here. Thank you, Butch
Thank you,
and also Billy Rogan.
Yep.
And
thank you.
And I guess we got all our plugs in.
Steve Ross.
Appearing, right?
Can I get one more plug in? Dylan Doyle, who can't be here tonight, is playing his New York debut September 22nd at the Bitter End. Please, you're all invited.
Tell me who this is.
Dylan Doyle, an 18-year-old guitar player from the Hudson Valley in North Carolina. This kid, if Stevie Ray Vaughan had a baby with Jimi Hendrix and had soul, it would be Dylan Doyle.
That would be Joey's dream.
Say goodbye to our
all right.
guests.
So Butch, thank you for being here. Billy
Thank
Rogan,
you.
guys.
Yeah, if anyone would like to download the music, they can find it at BILLYROGAN.com.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you guys. You're the best.
Thank you very much. All right.
Stuff,
So now we have okay. We'll
what are we doing?
Somebody out there has to open the door.
The Rockettes. We're bringing in the Rockettes.
Figure out why they're all dancing in the other room here. They're all nervous about something. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Come on, you guys. Grow up. I'm trying to do it.
And now we have Gregory from Russia.
Yeah, hi, Gregory. How are you?
Gregory
Good to
from
have you
Russia.
here.
Hello there,
Gregory.
Were you getting impatient out there? Did you threaten somebody?
No, in America, people wash their liver with soap. In Russia, we wash our liver with vodka. Represent.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Now, you know, the last time I saw a comedian like that from Russia, who was it?
Yakov Smirnoff.
Yeah, right time.
And he said great thing about Russian television is it watches you. Jim, the Russians are controversial right now because we've gotten a lot of flack from being friendly with the Russians all our lives because, for one thing, they gave us the atom bomb. They gave us Einstein. They gave us Sputnik. They gave us radio and television through the Tsarnaev family. I mean, it's not like we hadn't gotten anything out of the Russians.
And they stole Thousand Island dressing.
Yeah, that's right.
Called it Russian dressing.
Right.
Sons of bitches.
You've been in a lot of films, right?
Well, not a lot.
You got one coming up?
One coming soon is going to be Can You Ever Forgive Me with Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to...
I liked her when she was fat.
Me too, yeah.
Saw
that
coming. I like heat.
Yeah.
You know, you lose weight, you lose me. Same with Roseanne Barr. Rosie O'Donnell, too.
Rosie O'Donnell.
She get thin yet? She didn't get thin.
No.
I still like her. So are you a film actor essentially now? Is that what you're going to be doing, Gregor?
Well, I do whatever I given, you know.
Yeah. You're not living in New York, though, are you?
I live in New Jersey.
Oh, that's yeah. Well,
I live in Israel, but it's 40 minutes.
It's like Russia, but just a little closer.
Yeah. Why not over here in Brooklyn or Brighton Beach?
Well, maybe Brighton Beach. No, I go there. I recently was there. I was shooting commercials for Apple. Yeah, there was a.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Small company.
Yeah, but it's with this subway running around. I got used to New Jersey, quiet. You know.
But you know, it's the 10th anniversary of Apple, of the
iPhone.
And they have they're celebrating by building a car. They're building a car in the garage right now.
Wow!
And that's their latest project. They got everybody working on that.
Wow!
So we'll see what happens with that. That's a very, very wonderful company because everybody came as a result of it. Amazon.com and everybody. I mean, how many companies came as a result of the Apple?
They invented
the
apps.
iPhone. The iPhone gave us all of it. Yeah. But you did the commercial for him, huh? And you did you did that stealing those cars from Harlem. What is that?
Stealing cars from Harlem. Oh, the famous game. Yeah.
The Grand Theft Auto.
Auto 4. Yeah. Auto 4.
Yeah.
I was.
Do one of the lines. Do one of the lines.
Oh, I can. I can. I can do it. No,
I'll do it for you. You dead now. Take that.
Well, I'll tell you something. I have the first time I saw Gregory was at a comedy club.
Yes.
And he was up there and he was doing great. And I'm thinking, this guy's brilliant. He's got a really good Russian accent. It's really good. I thought he was doing like an Andy Kaufman shtick, and I thought I'm waiting for him to turn around and go, "Hey, my name's Dave. I'm from Brooklyn." You know, and I really thought it was a character. It was
as my English improved, my Russian started going down.
Yeah.
I was doing play right now. I spent 7 months to do and get rid of the accent.
Right. Yeah. Well, it didn't work.
It didn't work at all.
Get your money back.
Didn't work. No, there were 7 months of work.
Like Yoko Ono's singing lessons.
It was very boring play. I got calls in the morning. I thought that I'm going to be famous. No.
So you're going to work forever now because, you know, because.
You know what? I'd like to use you as our announcer.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Jay. Can you fatten up a little?
Can you sing? Can you sing?
I need a fat Russian with an accent.
He is welcome. Joey Reynolds show.
Let me hear you say the late Joey Reynolds.
Jay, just give me a tune. Joey Reynolds.
Never mind.
How about that?
You're fired.
I can't even sing in the
Next
shower.
auditioner.
Do we have to do some commercials here? Because I'm looking at this clock.
No, there is no commercial.
All right. They're not dancing up and down in the other room. What the hell are they doing?
It's commercial for
These guys are more nervous than anybody I've ever married.
I don't know.
If you want Russian car, you order tomorrow. It comes 10 years from tomorrow.
That's not the case anymore.
I know.
Now it comes with someone in the trunk.
It's an old. Here's the old joke from the Soviet Union. Guy goes to get a car, and he says, "Okay, it'll be ready 10 years from today." He says, "Is that going to be morning or afternoon?" He says, "What is the difference? It's 10 years from now." He goes, "No, because I got the plumber coming."
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So we got Lou Volpe here. I think he's Russian, aren't you? He's Russian to get on the air.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bad joke? Louis, how are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Meet Gregor. Gregor, meet Lou.
Yes.
Lou is a fine jazz guitarist, and one of the we have more we've had gangbangs on the show.
Guitar.
Gang twangs.
Yeah, a lot of guitars.
Yeah, I mean everybody's playing guitar.
Because we
on
can't
the
fit
show.
a drum set in here. That's why. I mean, you
Is
know.
that the reason?
Yeah.
Can we not do another? There you go. How about a horn? Let's have a little horns.
You're making me horny, Joe. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, wow. Good jazz trumpet there.
Yeah,
Very
but try
good.
it. No, we had enough.
He's not going to be doing that.
How about a little bit of strings? Can you do some strings?
Strings, a guitar? Well, that was like.
No, how about violins? Can you do violins and cello?
I can do a bad kid playing violin. What song is that?
Yeah, well, he's going to be a big star on Russia's Got Talent.
Look at the pattern.
That's it.
So Lou Volpe, you're going to play for us tonight. We got to squeeze you in here, otherwise.
No, he's got time.
Everybody. Oh, thank you.
We do.
Thank you,
have time.
Jay. I'm glad that you give me the blessing here.
I am.
But he's been around for a while, and I met Louis initially with Les Paul. Once again,
That's
talk
right.
about Les.
That's right.
Les invented the log, the electric guitar, and Lou. Is that a Les Paul guitar you got there?
It's actually a Fender Stratocaster,
Yeah, which is the enemy.
But
right?
the enemy,
Yeah,
really.
really.
Fender versus Gibson.
He's rolling in his grave.
But you're doing jazz exclusively now, right? I mean, you're not.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're
jazz.
not doing rock and roll.
Yeah. No,
That's
haven't
for
been
sure.
for a while.
Now, when you play these days, do you use a trio with you, or are you just doing?
Generally, I have a trio.
Yeah.
I do solo as part of the, when we do concerts, I'll start off with solo guitar for a couple of tunes.
Yeah.
Then bring the trio up. Sometimes quartet with keyboards.
Cool.
What do you think of the music these days, of the new music?
I think the new music is great.
Yeah.
They're just using different elements, very rhythmic. And it's not so much harmony oriented as the older stuff was.
So where are we going with our sounds? Are we improving? Is the electronics giving us enhancement, or
The electronics seem to be getting better, but
Auto-tune?
Yeah, auto-tune, right? We could stay in tune. Oh, I don't know my tune.
Well, let's hear a sample.
But yeah, but for example, my last album was a bunch of Frank Sinatra songs that I did guitar style, kind of like Les might think of doing them.
Let's hear it.
But here's one. You Go to My Head. We did a little bit.
That's a bad place.
It's a bad place to go.
Yeah. beautiful.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's so nice. Well, you can't get any better than that, Lou Volpe.
Joey, you can do that, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. I do it with my
Joey
toes.
Stubby Fingers Reynolds.
Are we going to play America the Beautiful? We're doing that? We're going to do a little salute to...
Well, we have to do it right now if we're going to do it.
Yeah, we got to do a little something for July 4th. And Gregory from Russia, you're just great. Gregory, I'm going to say his name. Korostishevsky. Korostishevsky. Did I say it right?
Beautiful.
And StevensScott.tv for future shows.
There you go.
The City this month, Dangerfields comic strip.
And other things that you can't talk about.
Right, of course, coming up very soon on TV.
See more of this guy.
Okay, we have a minute 20 left, so let's say goodbye and let's let him play.
Lou Volpe. Where do we see you play? So quickly.
I'm going to be at Showman's
in New York.
In New York and Harlem.
Okay, let's have a little bit of a
Say
July 4th going away here.
Say goodnight.
Sunday Night with the late Joey Reynolds Show.
And the late Joey Reynolds Show is brought to you by TiedInMedia.com. Tied In Media takes the most successful brands, e-tailers, and millennialpreneurs to the next level. Visit TiedInMedia.com. That's TiedIn Media.com.
This is Sunday Night Live with the late Joey Reynolds Show.
Are you looking to change your career or start a new career? The real estate industry is in high demand right now, with the average yearly salary for real estate agents at an all-time high. Are you looking to get back into real estate? Well, Leap EDU has the right tools and classes to help you. Leap EDU is a New York State accredited licensing school that offers courses to get your New York real estate license and the training you need to become a successful real estate agent. Leap EDU offers training and continuing education courses for those already in the industry who want to jumpstart their career. Leap EDU also offers immediate job placement for full-time or part-time jobs, so you can start working as soon as you finish your education. Call 516-453-0520 to speak to a career specialist to help you get started with your new career. Or visit leapedu.com. That's leapedu.com.
Today, I will help save a life.
Today, I will make a positive impact on my community.
Today, I will network for a cure.
Today, I will become a go-giver.
Together, we will make a difference.
Our mission at pinktide.org is to bring the business community together to support organizations that have a direct impact on our community. Join a growing movement that will contribute $100,000 to local charities each quarter. Visit pinktide.org and join us in making a difference.
Plainview Chocolate Works can design an irresistible custom-branded Belgian chocolate creation, transforming your company logo into a three-dimensional edible marketing message, branding your gift and impressing clients in a delicious way. Opening in July, the Plainview Chocolate Works retail store, the sweetest spot in town, caters to corporate gifting and private networking events. Grand opening details and highlights from their state-of-the-art chocolate studio event space coming soon. 5% of your purchases are donated back to pinktide.org, supporting the local community. Learn more at pinktide.org/chocolateworks.
From the NJDiet.com studios, WPLJ.